Hi, and welcome back to KCAT TV 15, my favorite show, community storytelling. I'm Lissa Kreisler, and every once in a while we get to go on the road. Linda Lester, thank you so much for our sponsorship. She's been with us all 5 seasons, and right now we're at the newest restaurant in Los Gatos. I've been here. I give it my thumbs up 2 times over. Chez Philippe, or as my little granddaughter would say, Chez Philippe. How should we pronounce this place?
Chez Philippe would work for me.
So we have the owner, the founder, the chef, the man who is here every day it's open. Philippe LeRoy, or is it LeRoy? How do you say it in France?
LeRoy.
LeRoy?
LeRoy.
Okay.
No, Leroy. We say Leroy, but in America it's Leroy. And I'm okay with both.
And you know, we're on scene, so you're going to hear some ambience noise. You're going to hear people laughing in the background. People are enjoying lunch. Where do I start with you? I've got to start at the very beginning. Mm-hmm. I got to start where this came about. You know, I walk downtown almost every day. One day it's Maids Quarters and Jennifer Kroll, and then I see a little sign up in the corner saying that they're getting a liquor license, and I'm thinking, what is going on? Mm-hmm. How did this all come about?
I don't know. It seems like things are just happening sometimes for a reason. So we were walking by with our dog, and our dog really wanted to come in.
So the maid's quarter?
The maid's quarter. We have a big lab. I mean, she's huge. And anyway.
She saw those pillows in the front window.
Probably.
Yeah.
And the ladies were really nice, and they had a dog too, and we chit-chat, and we got the idea of like maybe a little French restaurant in this already French environment. I mean, she did the decoration, it was very French, I really like it. And the conversation started there, basically, out of nothing. That was a year ago.
It was only a year ago. It seems so much longer.
Well, for us, it was even worse. It really took forever. I mean, this is an historical building, so, you know, as soon as you're going down to the plumbing and all these things, we saw some nightmares. But luckily, everybody was really helpful, except PG&E. And I'm looking at the camera for that one. But yeah.
You know, I gotta say, who even thinks of opening a restaurant during a pandemic?
Oh, yeah.
You!
Yeah, me, absolutely. I don't open, I mean, to me, opening a restaurant, it's my life. It's all I know how to do. That's all I do. I'm not looking at the economy. I'm not looking at even making some money, although we need to cut this because if my partner, Dina, just hear this, I'm dead.
Yeah, she says, we are here to make money.
We are here to make some money. No, so to me also, I mean, I love France. I've been here for like almost 40 years. That accent is as strong as it has ever been. It's never going to go away.
And your family is still back in France?
My family, my parents are still back in France.
What's your hometown?
Joinville-le-Pont. It's a little, it's a 1 mile from Paris. It's really like the real suburb of Paris. And so that was like basically bringing Paris or France at home, which my home now is obviously the state, right, the California. So.
But you grew up cooking. Where did you get this bug in you to be a chef?
Oh, I was 14 years old, and I was already like in the kitchen with my mother. That was a calling. I mean, that was not my fault. That's all I knew. That's all I loved, and I did this all my life. Travel around the world. I had a restaurant in Japan, in Cairo, in all over the place, really. You know.
And you went to some fancy French cooking school.
Yeah, but that was a mistake.
That's your history.
Yeah, I did went to a fancy one.
You know how to cook.
I got the base, you know, but really going to school to be a chef, it's not where you learn cooking. And I'm telling that for all the kids and everybody who wants to do that. You learn by working in places, in a restaurant. When you go out of your cooking school after 2, 3, sometimes 4 years, you don't know anything. You really don't. You need to go and be stuck with a chef with a bad attitude who's going to teach you cooking. That's the only way. And I had some really bad experience of that, but that's how I learned.
And are you now that chef with the bad attitude?
No, I'm one of the nicest person.
Oh,
I do not want what they did to me. And I'm telling you what they did to me, and I'm not going to go into detail, but if I see one of those guys, they're probably dead now anyway, I would not be nice to them. You know,
so you opened some restaurants in Palo Alto. How did you end up in California, in the Bay Area?
I was traveling around the world, and Palo Alto just became the place. You know, I worked at a French restaurant in Palo Alto. Then after I opened one, and I raised my kids over there. And so Palo Alto was really the little village, like a lot like Los Gatos, but that was 30 years ago. Palo Alto is not the same thing anymore. You know, it's not as fun as like being in a little village like here. This is a village. Palo Alto used to be one, and it's not anymore. So when I discovered this place, I'm like, this is a place where I need to move my restaurant. And luckily, we find a great place, and that happened, you know.
So when you moved to Los Gatos 5 years ago and brought your 3 sons and brought Dina, your plan was to find a spot for a restaurant.
I mean, that's all I do. So it wasn't a plan. It was like, when is that going to happen? So I looked at 1 or 2 locations, and we finally, we find that one, which I thought that was one of the best locations I could have, and I was really thrilled to have it. But no, the plan was like, I mean, it's not even a plan. It's opening restaurant. That's all I do, and working on restaurants. That's all I do. So,
I would walk by every day on my downtown walk, and everything was sealed up, and I'd hear banging, and there was all this work going on.
Oh
I said,
God.
the pillows are gone. What's going on in there? I couldn't wait to see.
Right.
And you have transformed this place into a French house. Is that a good, describe this place?
So the idea was to have people to come. I mean, French restaurant for many years has had the thing of like being like a fancy place, an expensive place, a place when it's a little stuffy and you only bring your date, or you go for like a special occasion. And to me, it's wrong. And I'm really mad at the previous generation of French people who came here and brought that here. Because
brought the snobbery.
Exactly. A French restaurant is something which is like this, which is very like nice, and it's a family thing, and people are, not stuffy at all. I mean, I can bring a French attitude to people if they want to, and I joke around all the time. They're like, "Oh, you're so nice." But I say, I can bring my Parisian French attitude if you want. No. But so that was the idea. Now Dina came, and she had the idea of making this my home, where I would be inviting people in. So that really brought a different dimension to it. So when they come here with the piano and and the kitchen open and all the fridge open, and you can actually go anywhere you want. You want to go in the kitchen and say hi to me, you go in the kitchen. It's a little dangerous sometimes or whatever. So it is what it is, a very friendly place.
Oh.
And that's what I wanted it to be,
The furniture, just every little touch. The back room, which I assume you're going to have for events if you would like to rent a room out.
Right.
One wall is covered with pink flowers, and it's just beautiful. And the backyard. Well, it's your place. You brag.
So that really is Dina's thing. It's Dina's vision. We had few designers who came along the way, and I guess that was our fault. We couldn't really express what we wanted. So the plan B was to do it ourselves. So we picked, furniture, old furniture, and things came along and came alive, really. But Dina is the one really who did this.
And what was it like to work with the town during the pandemic?
Unbelievable.
Really?
Oh my God.
Really?
There's like a bunch of women who work at the town, and this
How about
was, we could not have done it without them. As a matter of fact, our first meeting with the town, they told us, "Oh, thank you for choosing our town to opening a French restaurant." I'm like, "What? That's how you greet us?" This is unbelievable. And they really like opened doors, when it was like super difficult.
Yes.
Like permit and things like this. It's just like, no. And the whole town actually of Los Gatos, the people who are coming here are thanking me for opening my restaurant here. I've never seen that before.
And I've never seen it either. And I've lived in Los Gatos for a few years, and I love our restaurants here. We have wonderful restaurants. But I have to say, I haven't seen the kind of excitement.
Right.
What is that all about?
Right.
Is it you? Is it French food? Is it French wine?
I don't know. It's a lot of things, and maybe Los Gatos needed a place like this, and we came at the right time, But I'm telling you, for how much work I'm putting in this thing, this is really rewarding. to just have like nice people like offering their wine. So I drink a little bit too much wine lately.
Well.
And I'm sitting at the table with people and I'm telling stories and unbelievable.
Well, but I will tell you, we were here, Jeff and I were here maybe during the first week, soft opening, and we ordered a bottle of wonderful French wine. And I said, I think maybe I'll bring a bottle of California wine in next time. And the guy said, well, you can, but don't offer it to Philippe because they'll say California wine.
So here's the thing. I lived here longer than I've lived in France, obviously, more like 40 years. I love California wine. I love California cheese in Sonoma. There's a lot of good things, but this is a French restaurant.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, we have pretty damn good wine in France. And so is the cheese, although it's really hard to get right now. I'm having very difficulty to get it. But this is it. People are coming here and they want French all the way. French, or let's be politically correct, Francophone. We love our Canadian cousins. But that's what people are coming here for. It's the cheapest place to come to France. It's right here. You don't need to take an airplane or to go anywhere. It's here.
So I noticed on your lunch menu you have a ham and cheese
did you see
sandwich.
That thing? Yeah.
What kind of cheese is that you put on?
It is a mix of mozzarella and Gruyere, which is a French Swiss cheese. In order to offset the strength of the Swiss cheese, you put mozzarella, mild it.
So when I was in France years ago with my two daughters, I love cheese and baguettes. And I went in and get a sandwich and I said, could I have anything but the Gruyere cheese or whatever? And that woman gave me a look and she piled it on so high.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because she knew I didn't want that. But but that is France.
No, it's a theme like all over California also. People are looking for authenticity. When I go to an Italian restaurant, I want Italian people to be in it.
Yeah.
There's those guys in Palo Alto, it's Terun.
Yes.
And those guys are authentic. That's what we're looking for, And I knew opening a French restaurant, people want authenticity. You get it for me. You're not going to get anything else.
So do we have this hidden French population in Los Gatos I didn't know about?
Yes.
Really?
And I was super surprised.
Yeah?
Because when I moved here and I looked around, to me, I'm like, where are the French kind of thing? And everybody has a story. They had a grandmother. They had, a first date in France and they talked to me about it. There's all kinds of things. So this is like, wow, yeah.
And I love stories. And I was watching you earlier. A young guy came in with a T-shirt, Tour de France.
Tour de France,
and you were like so excited. I see you were so excited. I think you said, did you bike it or something?
Well, it's happening now, that's why.
Oh, it is?
Oh, yeah, the Tour de France is now.
Okay, I didn't even know
so
that.
So every day we have to watch it, and I saw the Tour de France. Of course I'm excited.
So does your family ever come out? Are they going to come see what you've done?
My parents came in the early age, but now they're a little older, and it's far.
But have you sent them pictures and video?
Of course. Yeah.
So what are the traditional French meals that you've just got to have on that menu?
So coq au vin, you want to stay, safe. You go with the coq au vin. It's a red wine chicken marinated all night on the red wine, and then we baste and cook it. But if you want to be a little bit more adventurous, the steak tartare. So it's a ramen.
That's
it's
raw
a
steak.
ramen. And maybe something in between, the escargot. We are selling so many escargot because I think it got lost into menus. And even like the new generation, they heard of the escargot, they just wanted to try. And this is so much fun.
Yes.
Escargot is great. People don't know that in France, the escargot, it's actually kids with the escargot. And they love escargot. So anyway, we have an escargot with the butter sauce.
Homegrown in Los Gatos.
Huh?
Homegrown in Los Gatos?
No, not yet.
You bring them in from France? Where do you bring them from?
No, those are they're from France actually.
Yeah.
They're from Bourgogne.
Yeah.
But when I put that on the menu, actually, with Dina, we had some argument about things would work or not. And she said, the escargot will never work.
And why do you think she thought that? Because it's snails.
The great thing with Dina is she's very American. So she helps me to understand what the Americans really want and so on and so forth, So we can make a middle ground in between, But the escargot, I think she was very surprised about the escargot.
So let's talk a little bit about Chez Philippe in Los Gatos, what your vision is. because I can see you are a part of the community,
Yeah.
but you want to be even a bigger part of the community. I see, like when they have the promenade, you are out there making crepes.
We make crepes.
You
We
know-
do all this for fun. That's what we like. We have to have fun. And a funny thing, it's 99% of my customers right now are from Los Gatos. And you know why? Because we're closed on Google. If you go on Google Map and you type me on Google, we are closed.
It does say temporarily closed.
I love it.
What is that about?
I don't know. I don't need to change it.
Okay.
I'm in Los Gatos.
You're busy enough.
There's
huh?
enough Los Gatos people, and I'm meeting like people locally.
Yeah.
People I can play tennis. I mean, when I have a break, people that I can meet on the street, or I can meet, anywhere where like the movie theater is going to reopen. That's all. That's all. And people used to say also to me, there's going to be no lunch in Los Gatos. There's no lunch activity. You see that today?
Oh, I saw it today.
That was just like, and we have no advertisement. We have nothing. We're just like, we're open.
Yes.
But
repeat business too, I'm sure already.
Oh yeah. No, this is unbelievable.
Well, I got to say,
Great
the staff, the waiter I had, I mean, he was wonderful. He had a bit of a French accent. Maybe he was putting me on. I'm not quite sure. Did you bring anybody over from France?
No, we did not, but but they're looking for me. The French people are looking for me. They come, French restaurant, and they're French people, or from whatever, like francophone,
You got to be exhausted. You got to be exhausted.
Yeah, but I mean, the adrenaline
It's a good
of like
exhaustion.
doing, of like, this is like show business, And
When that door is open, you're on.
And when the light is on, you're on.
Yes. You do call it family owned. Are your 3 sons helping out?
So if you come here, one of the boss boy would clean your table. He's an actual lawyer at the pretty big law firm.
Oh.
And he's not very happy, and I'm going to say that right now. And he's telling me that if one of the people is my customer, I'm going to have to hide.
Oh, that's cute.
And
That's
my
cute.
middle one is sort of like the manager. He really likes this kind of business, so he could be the one who would take that over. He's 22. And my younger one is a musician. He's been playing piano, and he's the barista. He's going to college anyway.
Proud papa
in August.
here.
Oh, I'm having fun. I mean,
Yeah.
doing the thing with the kids.
Yeah.
Great.
Well,
Great stuff.
So what's your vision? Well, how do we close this off?
The vision is as it is. It is as it is, and I'm not changing it. We're gonna get better because the kitchen and all these things, it's a lot of organization and timing and things like this. So we're getting a little better. But the vision, it is. There's nothing else that's gonna change. We're gonna have a parklet. Thank you for the Los Gatos city. That's problematic because I'm gonna need to hire more people.
Yes.
And I don't know where I'm gonna find them.
You're making money for us here. Okay.
Yeah.
You're making money for us and others.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be fun to be sitting outside and seeing the traffic and the people and stuff. So I don't know.
I've got to ask, have the folks from Maids Quarters and Jennifer Kroll come down to see this place and what it has become?
We have seen the managers coming to see us, and I'm sure it's just like, I mean, she was there for more than 40 years.
Yes.
And beside the floor, I think everything else
Everything is different.
is different.
Yeah. And they have a new place too, so it's all good here on North Santa Cruz Avenue. We are here.
Oh, can I say something?
Yes, please.
I just got today a French beer on tap.
A French beer.
Kronenberg. It's
What's
called Kronenberg. It's called 1669, and it's one of the best French beer, and I have it on tab. It took me 3 months to get it. I've got 2 kegs and 4 more coming, and tomorrow we're gonna pour it, and that's gonna be great.
Come on down.
French
Let's
beer.
try it out. If you pull the lever, we're coming in.
Oh my God.
Next time you come in here, or maybe it's going to be the first time, you look for Philippe. He's going to be in the kitchen cooking. He'll have a smile on. He'll stop and talk to you. Dina will most likely be seating you. And now we know his 3 boys are doing all sorts of odd jobs around here. Newest place in town, and it's fun to go on the road sometimes. Who else has a story? We just heard a great one. Let's hear yours. It's community storytelling. You go to kcat.org, and who knows where I'll see you sitting next. I'm Lissa Kreisler, and thanks so much for being with us at KCAT TV 15. And Philippe,
Thank you so much.
fabulous luck to you.